Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another episode of Alter Philosophy, where we use ethical theories and ideas to find out if our favourite characters from film and TV are really good or really bad. Just remember though, one person's bad guy is another person's good guy. Morality can be relative. Also, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to join the Alter Nerd tribe. Now, for this Alter Philosophy episode, we're trying something a little bit different here. Getting down to it, the Friends reunion has just aired, where they discuss their time on the show. Now, the main running story throughout all the seasons was the will they, won't they with Ross and Rachel. Spoiler alert, they end up together in the end. But in this scenario, was their love real or not? Were they actually in, dare I say it, a fake relationship? Let's have a look at Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialist view on love. Now, this dude was a French philosopher of the 20th century. He was also a playwright, novelist, screenwriter, political activist, biographer, and book critic. He was a multi-hyphenated mogul of sorts and owned it way before the likes of J-Lo, who made it cool in the 21st century. Out of everything he did, though, he was one of the key figures when it came to the philosophy of existentialism. Now, if you're asking me, what the hell, Steph, are you talking about with all this Jean-Paul Sartre existentialism stuff, and what does Ross and Rachel's relationship have to do with all this malarkey? Well, let's go drop some knowledge. Existentialism is my favourite out of all of the philosophical theories out there. It emphasises the existence of the individual person as someone who is free and has personal responsibility to determine their own development through acts of their own will. As Sartre said in one of my favourite quotes, man is condemned to be free. Condemned because he did not create himself, yet is nevertheless at liberty, and from the moment he is thrown into this world, he is responsible for everything he does. So, when it comes down to choices, as long as you don't take away anyone's freedom to act according to their own will, that's good. But through your own choices, if it does take away someone's freedom to act according to their own will, then that's bad. So when it comes to relationships, such a free individual shouldn't lock themselves down in a situation that is destined to turn into somewhat of a prison. And then when you throw away the key to those prison bars, well, to be fair, you're flushing your own freedom down the toilet at that point. But for Sartre, how can you be in a relationship but also keep your own personal freedom intact? Well, for this philosopher, love only exists within its actions. Existence precedes essence. It is only true and real when you feel secure in the possession of one another and find the meaning of your lives within each other. What makes this fragile, though, is that you are free to choose to be in a relationship, fair enough, but you're also free to leave as well, which can lead the situation into a very toxic, never-ending, vicious game of trying to control each other and demand a sort of possession that ends up with you being behind those prison bars. In this situation, love can be conflict. As Sartre also wrote, it's quite an undertaking to start loving somebody. You have to have energy, generosity, blindness. There's even a moment right at the start where you have to jump across an abyss. And if you think about it, you don't do it. So, going back to our main question, was Ross and Rachel's love real or not? Well, if I provided an in-depth analysis of their relationship timeline, I think you'd still be watching this video after an hour. But, as a quick overview, they broke up a ton of times, had unrequited feelings for each other at different points in their lives, experienced an accidental pregnancy, lived together, lived apart, dated other people, married other people. It was a freaking roller coaster, people. If it was my friend, though, in such a relationship, I'd tell him or her to get the heck out. When you look at this roller coaster of relationship history, they were never secure in the possession of one another. They didn't find meaning in their lives within each other for the simple fact they dated and married other people. Now, looking at their actions of dating and marrying other people, living together but then apart, these actions to me do not scream love. Instead, they were in that vicious cycle of trying to control and possess each other that ended them up at various times being condemned behind those prison bars of hurt and pain. And being behind those bars, no one is free. This means that under Jean-Paul Sartre's existentialist theory on love, Ross and Rachel's relationship was fake. Their love was not real. And if Sartre was still around, it'd probably give him a year tops. And after all that, which character and scenario would you like me to philosophise and ethically analyse next? Let me know either in the comments down below or reach out to me on my social media at Stef the Alter Nerd on Twitter or Instagram. Subscribe as ever to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Like, share, all that good stuff. And until the next time, you guys, laters.